All right, let's go ahead and shuffle these here seeds.
First to 1cc.
First to 1cc, yeah.
A race.
All right, and the first bout is going to be Shea Vice versus Rocket to Russia.
All right. I apologize for the I didn't warn you about the numbing power of the orange. I probably should.
No, I'm glad it's doing its job.
There's one that you use like a little Q-tip-ish swab, and I forget where that is, but that one's better. I'll have to dig that out. Actually, Peter might have it, or Peter might have given it to me. I'm not sure. One of us have it. I like the confidence, Billy. He's like, I don't
Actually,
Billy's like, I don't know which Choaniki, but I'll win. I care so much about Choaniki, I'll win.
we actually have like an old-time remedy for like jaw pain in rural Illinois. It's an old-fashioned family remedy called Vicodin. It's passed down from generation to generation.
I thought this was gonna be something involving like tying string to a doorknob, but you were just
God, no.
You were like, nah, just drugs.
Yeah, just hard drugs, that's all.
That's in the whiskey family, right?
You know what rural Illinois is known for? Hard drugs. That's really...
Understandable.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Speaking of hard drugs, Akuma.
Speaking of hard drugs.
Akuma.
I mean, to be fair, that's basically what the Setsuino Hado is.
He's smoking that Tiburon.
Why do you think he looks so fucked up?
He looks
Also, I just want to
normal.
say, I was able to observe a Cho Aniki Grand Finals set, and it lasted an hour and 13 minutes, so I don't know how a competitive rule set looks for that game, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say it probably needs one.
Oh,
or it's
not
just
the
first to one, I guess.
Gosh darn it. King of the Monsters ran pretty well. I mean, that was...
Joy Mech Fight ran pretty well, but it could have gone way worse because of back jump stalling. But
Whoa! It's K. Anybody else see that? Just me? Okay, never mind. Blade was occupying the quantum superposition for me.
It happens.
Pretty Fighter would...
You know,
Pretty Fighter is probably on there, if not Pretty Fighter X, which would be very funny.
When I think of Blade Akuma, I really do think of Jump Back Fireball.
You should think of Pretty Fighter and how...
There's nothing pretty here. It's brutal violence.
These characters can be in Pretty Fighter.
Got ourselves a fireball war going.
Oh, it's okay. Smartly backed off. Trying to super real bad. Just wants to super... Okay, he got it. Never mind. 10 seconds. Say your prayers. Yep. Just backed off. You know what? Nobody... I've only seen Joe P. read this. Like, a lot more people need to do this Ken punching Sagat in the face FMV. I feel like that's the strongest flex for this stage at this point. Like...
I only know the Guile one. I don't know much of the secret stuff.
You gotta learn. They're so cool.
I'm a pragmatic like shit when I learn codes or whatever. That's like I don't know any of the flashy codes for Bloodstorm. I just know all the character codes.
Sagat getting punched makes me laugh. I'm just saying.
It's really good, but especially better in the context of that
Light
being
punch,
for
light
his
kick,
nameplate.
light punch, light kick, medium punch. So just commit that to memory right now. Just like that motion. Just like whenever you're here. Vegas is fine and all. I'm just saying Sagat getting punched is funny. Like,
well, yeah, it's more the comedy of it being for him. Like if it was like for Ken, it wouldn't be nearly as funny.
you don't think? I mean, look, as long as if it was Guile getting punched in the face, it would be funny. If it was,
it's not who's getting punched.
It's just that someone is getting
their
punched.
nameplate. It's their fucking like.
See, like if you're hitting start, like that's okay and all, but it's not as. There's not enough, it's not as subtle. There's a subtle hilarity. I need to see this unrelated actor get punched.
Somebody with
It's not
more,
unrelated. It's his nameplate.
somebody with more
Kind of
time
annoying.
dedicated to Street Fighter the movie can get those fucking secrets down. I'm just
I
too
can
little
smell.
time.
What if we just made the secrets on silly input?
Gal giving the FU is feels disrespectful. I like the idea of Sagat like doing because there's more effort into it too. Like anybody can match start, but
Yeah, when we do the community
special-
edition, we'll do different. We'll like replace all the Easter eggs on that stage with like Fraud Crew related secrets on the screen.
oh no,
That's the real shit.
feature man.
Oh my god! If there was a feature man in the that's just amazing. That's
You make feature man explode.
when is there gonna be like a Mugen feature man character?
Oh
Like,
god.
somebody needs to make that.
I'd
I'd
someone else
commission
can handle
that.
that one.
I would
Fucking
commission
I mean-
that.
feature man.
Anyone knows any Mugen authors who want to make some money making feature man?
Hey Hyro, what's your price?
I can't do sprites, so I
What's
need to
your-
learn how to do that first.
I mean, you can do movesets though.
Sort of.
I'm just saying, everybody's got a Ted DiBiase price to make a character.
I wonder what the response would be from like a Mugen author for like a commission on a feature
It
man
depends on
character.
who you ask.
They'd be like, "What the? Who the fuck is feature man?"
Yeah, then you send them that amazing YouTube account.
Didn't all the
Hey,
feature
Rocket
man?
Director takes that 2-1.
Didn't all the feature man stuff happen because we were like sitting here one day, like after like one of the first tournaments, and somebody saw Frank's YouTube page, and it had like feature man making a grilled cheese sandwich on like
Yeah.
the front, and everyone popped off, and they're like, "Wait, we all watch feature man? What the fuck? How do we all watch feature man?"
That grilled cheese where he just like fucks it up with that flour is insane.
Look,
That's
feature
just gonna
man.
be YFC Hippo versus Joe P. Real first to two.
You mean you don't dump 5 pounds of flour on your grilled cheese?
I just want to believe
What?
he's like trolling,
What?
that he
Excuse
doesn't
me?
actually like.
Well, I mean, it
He
has
doesn't
to be
actually
full
cut
count.
that way. No, it's not though. That's the thing. He's just a
It is
genuine sweet old
absolutely
man
not
from like
a troll.
Tennessee.
It is not a troll.
Yeah,
You
it's not a troll at all.
Go look any video where he's just eating lunch. Go listen to him talk. He is just
Yeah.
an authentic elderly gentleman with a lot of experience in the film industry who happens to just maybe have a slightly insane way of cooking his lunch. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Because I at this point I've had some meals that are questionable. So I like
Some feature man culinary ideas aren't even that bad.
Yeah.
Like some of them are like. There's one. I remember watching one video where he's like chopping up a head of cabbage and throwing it into like some soup. It's a good idea to throw.
Yeah,
like,
that's not bad.
Fresh vegetables. Yeah, like a can of soup. That's a fucking good idea.
it's a little weird when he starts throwing like
those-
Cheez-Its in and
Yeah, those are the
raisins.
few-
That's
those
maybe not what I would do, but
It's maybe
What
one out
I
of
did.
20 idea. It's maybe 1 out of 20 videos though where you go, "Oh, this is a good idea." Most of the time, it's like, "Oh, feature man, no, what are you? How can you do this, feature man?"
look, whatever's on
no.
clearance at Kroger is susceptible to just whatever whims. I can't control the man. He does what he wants to do.
Happens.
He's my hero. Did Zangief
stomp.
not take stomp damage because he was in green hand? That's a
That
thing,
seemed.
I guess.
We need that.
He actually needs it. Like,
No, yeah,
actually,
does.
though.
Yes. Correct.
Well, sploosh.
He needs every.
This battle is canon, by the way.
Playing Zangief in Street Fighter the movie is a lot like having a boat with holes in it, but the boat, for whatever reason, has boots.
I can't believe I come
Well, it's
in
a
and all I
fucking
witness
awesome
is
boat.
murder.
It's a sick boat. It just doesn't go anywhere. It just sits in dock all day. That's also another analogy that could probably work. It's like a really cool boat. Everybody wants to hang out on it all day, hang out near the dock, but if you go out on the boat, it's all like shaking around and shit.
Honda, win.
And Honda, on the other hand, is like a speedboat. Well, most of the top tiers are. They're like, you just, wherever the fuck you want to go with them, they'll take you there. You'll go there fast.
Oh, why am I getting pinged? Oh, right, because there's a...
Alex is doing another thing.
I know.
Alex strikes again.
I could have. I had a conversation about that with him, and I could have sworn that was set to 7:30 instead of 8:30. I could have sworn, and he keeps telling me that he wasn't.
Super Baseball 2020.
Yeah, I could have sworn that he pushed it back 2 hours than the usual, but apparently, according to him, it was always 8:30.
Time waits for no ball.
Look, I enjoy 2020 baseball, but goddamn, I don't.
I tried to play
Look,
that
if I
game
hear another
recently, and it
first,
kicked
if
my
I
ass
hear
all the
that
way up
he,
and down the diamond, so
We played that on a hot garbage. Well, it's not a... The game is not garbage, but you know what I mean. Like, the branding is...
a show called Hot
Yes.
Garbage.
A show on the internet.
You played it on a show called Hot Garbage.
My
Understandable.
favorite baseball game on Fightcade is Stadium Hero 96. That shit's amazing. It's got digitized graphics. It runs on the same hardware as Avengers.
Sinistar is predicting your every move in chat.
In before Thomas ran on. Well, fucking Robot Team is like. Fucking if you choose Class A, if you choose Class A and you choose the Robot Team, the Taiwan team, like, you're just gonna hit dingers all day on the fucking human pitcher. It's not even fucking fair. You're gonna hit like 10 fucking home runs. You can have your buddy that just started playing fucking decide to play, and he can just start hitting home runs. Like, it's
Sinistar is some kind of warlock. I'm convinced.
Well, it's because he's heard me screech before. Like, I'm pretty sure Sinistar thinks the robots are bullshit too. Because robot is an upgrade in that game. So you start off already upgraded, and you pick the fucking robot.
Thomas, that's already a common thought. I'm pretty sure just about all of us, you, me, Sinistar, excluding Alex, of all the people that play 2020 baseball among us, we've all said that the robot team is bullshit.
And you want to know the thing with Alex? He plays the robots, so he doesn't even, like, he's not even allowed to say anything. He plays the fucking robots, so he thinks they're cool.
The arena player, of course they fake the robots. Who's surprised?
Next up is Kanzuki versus Plasma Sword.
Who is the busted pitcher on the Metal Slasher team? I genuinely don't know. The only character that I know is the slowest character in the game because his name is Iron Legs.
Oh, me and Kanzuki have a no-bar connection. This is going to be real fun.
I remember Marco dropped
fine.
a set to Kanzuki once, so I'm pretty sure Kanzuki's pretty good. Could be wrong, though. I think Kanzuki plays Claw. Also could be wrong on that one. But if anyone's going to know these answers to these questions that nobody gives a shit about, it's probably me.
You know, life.
Oh,
That's
Cammy! Huh, weird.
Loyalist.
Alright, so this is probably, like, not the worst matchup for Cammy, but the thing about not the worst matchup for Cammy is it's probably still pretty fucking bad.
The fireball's coming back. The fireball's coming back.
Fireball would be cool.
Life is like, yeah?
Escape. No, doesn't escape.
Escape!
Well, the thing about the escape is if you delay your timing, then it sets up to throw loop again. This is something that, Psycho Rarity does? Psycho Chronic? I'm forgetting the name. Either way, they're referenced in the game.
I cannot stress to you how terrible this connection is.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yep.
To be honest, this is I will have to take your word for it, because it's not showing up on the stream as much. But I can
we're
gonna start hearing
version.
We could have them do a packet loss test. That's the only way, but it could also just be the distance. Might not even be packet loss.
It could very easily be distance.
That's
Trying
the
to play
dope part.
games with our friend Ed, just like games in general.
video games.
And like his connection has been weird for Parsec, and then I found out he's on Wi-Fi, and I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah. there's gonna be choppy frame rate on that shit no matter what.
Wait, hold on. Say that again. It just, He's playing Parsec on Wi-Fi, and then it was
Well,
supposedly
it won't
laggy.
affect like it shouldn't affect like host. It should be like a Mednafin server, I think. But it shouldn't affect host or anything. It should just affect like the user's end.
Yeah, that is
Also, I was gonna say the cool thing about playing on horrendous connections with Boxer is that like it's not like you're trying to do combos or anything. You're just trying to press crouch roundhouse, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh, no, he was the Parsec host, so.
Oh, he was? Okay,
Yeah,
never
so we were
mind.
just
That would
getting
explain why
dog
it's
shit across
fucking.
the board.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to play on that. Fuck.
that is
But it's okay, we were playing fucking that Arthur, children's racing game thing.
Oh?
Yo,
Yeah,
Arthur
Alex
was
is
kinda-
bringing one of the fucking Barbie games to, like, Act 6, apparently.
Wait, how do we go from Barbie to Arthur?
Interesting night.
Huh.
Mealing Arthur, the game with the Ori but Air Dasher.
No, not that Arthur. I'm pretty sure they mean the ever Arthur.
I realized that I couldn't show Alex anything when, like, I showed him fucking Golden Axe 3 dual mode, and then 2 minutes later there was a bracket for it, and I was like, I'm just not gonna show
Why would you?
Alex things anymore. There's just no.
You think you'd have learned that after fucking Dino Rex?
I didn't even. Yeah, I probably should have learned after Dynarec. Probably should have learned after many things.
I mean, yeah.
Look,
Then again, I can't even act like, I don't know, I have horrid thoughts too, like trying to think of like a 1v1 tournament rule set for Jet Force Gemini, so I'm no better, to be honest. I'm just as I'm
Yo,
smoking
1v1 me and Jet Force Gemini, bro.
Gemini, exactly. It sounds so funny.
1v1 me in
All
this
the
one
rare-
N64 game.
Well, maybe not all, but a bunch of the rare games have like versus multiplayer on them, and I think playing that competitively would be fucking hilarious. Because I remember as a kid, I don't even know if it'd be good, but I remember playing like the DK64 shit and just running around and getting ammo and then hitting people with like the fucking orange like rocket launcher. Good times. The only bad part about those is Nintendo 64 controller.
Isn't that the game that makes you move with the C buttons? And then aim
you
with
don't move
the,
with the C buttons,
That was
no.
fucking bullshit.
what was
wanna
it?
have to do a
I
speed
remember...
Don't worry about it. I don't care. Like,
Don't worry, I felt the
Street Fighter the movie is happening.
I could be thinking of one of the control settings in GoldenEye.
The one with the two controllers.
I
like, I
fucking
No,
literally
not the one
cannot-
with the two controllers. The ones that inverts the movement and the aiming. That puts the aiming on the lever. Look at me.
like you can't
and the stick,
tech,
and then
you can't tech cameo on reaction in fucking a 0 bar connection.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
Yeah, and
Then trying to react to just anything Gal does in that connection is just impossible. Like I don't.
well, it's like doubly
Kanzuki,
bad.
I appreciate you signing up. I don't want to play you. I'm sorry.
It's like
if
it's
I
like
get to
doubly,
you, if I get back to you, I'm dropping. Like,
it's like doubly bad too because then the only alternative to trying to tech on reaction is just holding 4 buttons, and then you're just playing neutral and trying to hold 4 buttons the entire time.
this
So
game
it's
is
also-
great up until you have to play just 0 bar. Like I'm sorry. I know I'm I shouldn't be
mean-
this pent up about this, but
I mean, it's fine. It's online. You just be honest, like fucking.
it's just when you get hit by things you know how to deal with, and the only reason you're not dealing with them is because you're in a connection that is subpar.
I can't even I can't even blame like the distance really either, because I enter Brazil only tournaments and my connection to Brazil is fine.
Happened here.
and it's fine like 99% of the time for whatever reason. Also, the Brazilians have accepted me as one of their own, so that's feels good.
Well,
That's my local FGC now is Brazil, so it's pretty nice.
My local FGC is Brazil.
Well, you were here.
And
You were here, Coach Jam. Osman told me the Brazilians they would accept me as their own, so I've decided.
from the-
Yeah, no, I remember this as well. I
Yeah,
remember
exactly.
like
So there you go. I'm Brazilian now.
the
Osman still
Cornland to
holds
Brazil.
that.
The Cornland to Brazil connection is real. That's I like.
Osman still holds that thought of like Thomas is an honorary Brazilian because I remember Brazil. There was a Brazilian who was hosting a Jackie Chan bracket, and they were like, they're probably not gonna let Coach Jam play, but they're likely to let Thomas play. It's like, wait, he's all the way in the U.S. What?
Osman is cool, but Osman doesn't like when I play geese in real bout. So on
He
that
doesn't.
level,
He doesn't. Okay, let's be real.
I have gripes.
Let's be real.
I can't speak on Osman's skill in like real bout, but like Osman in like fucking Ninja Masters is insane. He's probably the best player in South America.
Sinistar, how did you get banned from Brazil? How's that work?
the
You
entire
don't live in
country.
Brazil.
Because he hates King of Fighters.
Oh.
So they banned him from
Oh,
Brazil.
that'll do
Yeah.
Well,
They used to be in his Twitter bio. I think was banned from Brazil too.
Sinistar, I'm gonna need you to vote against KOF98 in this
I
upcoming
said
poll.
KOF
man.
was shit. See, I told you KOF. That's like,
Damn.
Not allowed to play in Brazilian tournaments because he said, "Fuck you."
They
Meanwhile,
banned
I get
Akuma in Argentina? Really?
yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, in tournaments before, like the ones that the Fraud Crew hosted, I think they banned Akuma too. I don't know. I also
Fair.
don't recall seeing many Akumas like in Japan either. But that character might be. They're big on soft banning there, so who the fuck
Yeah.
actually knows? I don't know.
Not
I don't.
asking allowing players to play them or not playing them at all.
I think
it means
banning.
that
Depending on
you-
players.
Soft bans typically mean that if you pick them, they reserve the right to just get the fuck up and leave. Like that's not like if you see old Sagat on the screen, you're gonna be like, I'm good.
I used to think Akuma should be banned, but now I just think that banning Akuma just kind of moves the blame down the ladder either way, because like even if you ban Akuma, the characters right underneath him are just as fucked. Like you
If you
ban
look at Akuma in this, Blade
Guile can
becomes
down back you forever.
Blade
Ryu has
becomes
two
really
fireballs
Yeah, I don't
on
even
screen.
think Akuma's the best character in this game anymore.
There's counterplay to it. Yeah, like I have a harder time with Guile at this point.
I just
Since
remembered, since the mention of slap bans came up, I did remember sometime after release of Windjammers 2, there was like a few tournaments hosted by a player from France, and one of the rules was essentially one of the characters was essentially soft banned. Players could agree to allow his
I think
pick.
soft bans are so dumb. I think soft
But
bans
when
are
I
one of the
saw
dumbest
that-
fucking things that have ever existed.
I think
When
that's
I
Next
actually
saw
up is
that-
gonna be Terrell versus Rockets and Russia. Is Terrell around?
I have no idea.
Probably.
He should be. That's like
It doesn't. I want
in
to
a
say
shirt-
it doesn't. Thomas, please. Sorry. It doesn't help that America and France are both split on the character in question. Like everyone's like,
Are we talking like
Everyone-
pet shop level, or what character are we
he's
talking
probably
about?
talking
It's just like-
Windjammers or some weird
yeah,
shit.
it's Windjammers
Fucking
specifically too.
Windjammers.
Specifically Windjammers 2, where America didn't think the character was broken. Meanwhile, France was like, yeah, no, fuck that character. He's broken. He's
There he is.
too good. And it's like, it doesn't exactly help that fucking essentially everyone's split down the middle on that one. I'm like,
I think
okay,
we need
so
to
the only
retra-
thing
I
happening.
think we need to retrain our focus to Street Fighter for a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
apparently some video games happen. Yeah, that entire set with what fucking Charles was doing was insane. He was basically
Yeah, that was
you
some
know, one
wild
of
kid.
those like
The Ken I aspire to play as.
one of those like dolls with the wings that has like the lawnmower cord that you pull. Ken was basically that.
You know, people say that you should be afraid of a chem player, but if there's a type of chem player to be afraid of is Charles.
Yeah.
Because Jesus Christ,
We
man.
now join our match in progress where Ken is getting choked.
Hey, yo,
Sure
should be
Ken's-
afraid.
Actually, no, that's not true. I was gonna say I thought Ken might have been the first character that I played against where it was somebody who was like really playing the game way the fuck back or whatever, like 2 years ago. But I think that was Frank's Bison. I vaguely remember getting like rolled super hard and being like,
I've
"Wow, this
gotten-
game's way different than I thought it was. I thought it was just Street Fighter."
I've gotten steamrolled both by Frank and Charles at various points and had to rethink all my life decisions.
Street Fighter the movie is the reason I'm any good at fighting games. Like, because I was crap at them before I started playing this.
Frank is one of the few people that can say, okay, you know, you shit on this game, but like, this is the reason I'm good at them.
Neo
Yeah,
definitely.
like, no cap. Like, I enjoyed them before, don't get me wrong, but I didn't really understand them the way I do now.
The reason I tried to
gain, but
the reason I tried to pick up Bison at one point, it was just like, I don't know what this character does and why I can't do anything. Oh, force choke.
Oh god,
It's
he got the weird grab. He got the.
not that weird. It's horse choke. What's weird about
It's
it?
weird to me. I've been here a couple
You
of times.
play Windjammers. People in Windjammers levitate a disc around with their mind. Are you kidding me right now? Like, just...
Like the weirdest things in that game are like an infinite scoring glitch and then a character charging only to have the disc fall behind them.
You need to get weirder. I need you to get way weirder with it.
Sham's played plenty of fucking weird games.
You played One Must Fall with us.
Yeah.
One Must Fall, another game in the Games
And,
for Murderers
well,
trilogy.
let's be real. I play One Must Fall, but I was the one doing the most amount of falling.
There's a
You
lot
gotta
of
be
there's a
the
lot
one
of
who's
falling.
doing the most musting.
Yeah, you must.
You must.
You must.
say,
That sounds
It's like
gross.
several
actually.
games.
I don't know
You
what
say
that
get
means.
weird, but there's like several games that Thomas has introduced me to. 90% of them are like, yeah, this is fine, and then there's like the most recent example of Dragon Ball Z 1, and like,
Ken,
this game sucks.
Ken
Hey, to
threw
be
Vega
fair,
while
you
he
told-
was saying it.
To be fair, you thought I was entering that too, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I was just like,
And then you were
Damn.
like, maybe.
I'm just chilling at voice with Big Weed while he enters. I've already entered a Dragon Ball Z 1 bracket. I never want to enter another one.
Tomas, someone
Calling
who
out
plays
everyone
games
here, you
where
should all enter One Must Fall.
Tomas plays games where you can just like Tomas plays best of best, and he's not trying to enter One Must Fall. Like that says something about One Must Fall. I think.
Wait, what even is One Must Fall?
You,
Never
you-
mind,
One Must Fall
never
is a
mind,
DOS
never
robot
mind.
fighting game that
Yeah, I was
honestly
gonna-
feels
as soon as
a lot
it's-
like this.
As soon as I asked the question, I was like, never mind, I know what One Must Fall is. The reason I don't play that is because I can't join on Parsec connections.
Oh right.
Oh, yeah,
right.
good
I forgot.
Yeah, I don't have the option.
I can't believe we're painting Thomas as a bad guy for not playing One Must Fall.
I didn't say he was the bad guy for that. Having the technical limitation is fine.
Aaron,
I'm just saying.
I gotta diagnose that shit with you at some point.
Oh, the multiple dragons. Terrell doing the cancels.
Dragon,
Let's go.
dragon. Oh,
You know, Terrell loves Best of Best too.
The character I like in Best of Best sucks. So
Wait, which character do you play?
The ground throw that hits airborne. Yeah, Ken has a ground throw that he can do in the air, because fuck it.
But Aaron, what character do you play in Best of Best?
I like Tango.
But Tango's second best though. Tango's great.
I don't think Tango's that good.
No, Tango's, fucking
Tango's
crap.
second best.
Tango's nuts.
I know, but you can get thrown forever at the start, like out of the gate. So I'm just saying I don't. I don't really rate that. I mean,
wait, Tango is the guy with Resher, right? Just the
Well, if you,
fucking.
Tango.
Tango's the guy with the mohawk, right?
yes.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, no, that Thomas and I remember the best of best fucking bracket for Brazil that sparked the joke of like, Thomas is not saving it for nationals. I am, because I decided to play more best of best after like the set of like me and Thomas teaching me how to play best of best, and then I essentially started. Sorry. I essentially started picking low tiers or not or mid tiers either. And while playing somebody else like in complete silence, I'm saving it for Thomas. I don't want to fuck him over, so I'm just gonna stick to us in the middle.
Next up is Big Bang Blitz versus Shave Ice, first to 2.
Meanwhile, I post all the tech that I find like on Twitter and in the LC Freezer server anyway.
I don't even use Twitter for tech anymore. I just post gay things. That's all I got. I just kind of gave up after.
I have some fake instruction cards for pays that are doing pretty well. That's what I use Twitter for, apparently.
Yeah, I got nothing. Like people are too good at like Epsilon Eagle. I'm never gonna outdo Epsilon Eagle at this point. You think I'm gonna?
People sometimes like ask why I never like answer back on my mentions. Sometimes it's like because I just don't even check my mentions. I post shit and then I'm immediately out. Fuck it.
The smart thing to do is once you post something, immediately mute it.
That actually is true because then you get dumb fucks that like oh my god, I'll just say like an influencer and leave it at that. But an influencer, when my fucking Pocket Fighter tier list went fucking like got kind of like fucking retweeted. He was like, "Ooh, why isn't Chun-Li top tier?" I'm like, Chun-Li is the most surface level character. If you're asking me why Chun-Li isn't top tier, you're probably not good at this game. You're probably just dog shit. Like, that's what I wanted to reply, because I'm a mean fucking person internally, to be honest. I'm not like the nicest person.
Chun has that pseudo infinite, but I feel like against people who like are good, you rarely will ever get a chance to do that. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Because you have to be point blank in their face.
People think a loop or infinite makes the character super fucking good. Like, and it's just like that's not always the case. Sometimes it is.
Tisei is good because she never needs to be near you, really. She spends 99% of her time dive kicking.
Speaking of kicks, Shave Ice really knew how to where to put these kicks in that first match.
Yeah, kind of. I'm struggling against Claw here.
Shave Ice has been playing a lot of characters lately. Like, I think when I first played with him a while ago, he was like an Akuma only main. But
wow.
I think he's got like a Boxer, a Guile, a couple other characters now.
Yeah, Billy's been picking up some Claw. Like, it's.
Well, Billy
kind of believes in the redizzy potential. I'm not sure that's what Claws need to be going for, but
I was gonna say Billy has been trying to prove that Claw's top tier, which hey, maybe he is. I don't think he is, but by all means.
Japan for a while thought Claw was way up there. I was at least up there with Boxer. I think that's a gray area to me. Yeah, that seems it's a spicy take. The spicy keychain.
I think that if you don't know how to play Claw, that enables Claw to do way fucking better than like some other characters. Like if you don't know how to play against like I don't know Cammy, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter that much. But if you don't know how to play against Claw, all of a sudden his side switches seem really real. His sky high Claw seems like it beats anti-airs, but it wasn't even
the ST knowledge, Joe. It was the crouch fierce. They were just like,
so
this is the best button.
Apparently, Ken threw Vega while he was in the air.
I just said earlier. There's a there's some footage. I think that got clipped. We'll have to review that.
We'll have to look at that tape.
And also, it's like
the walk of grass.
Vega has the same problem as E Honda when he's getting jumped in on, in that he doesn't have a true reversal, and Sky High Claw has no iframes on startup. So you're just gonna sit there and kind of eat it. And if somebody jump ins on you again, you just your Sky High Claw is gonna trade. Oh, super! Wow.
I wasn't talking about Windjammers. That was a certain jam of posts in the chat.
Yeah, I've been thoroughly derailing commentary too, to be fair, but it's Fraud Crew commentary. It happens.
Yeah, it'd be like that. We spent a lot of the King of Monsters bracket not talking about King of the Monsters, and I apologize about that.
I mean, sometimes you just have to, just say things that you want to say, like me and my tirades against the Mormons.
You still owe us some of that Barnyard discourse. I mean,
For coming at a at a future date, there's going to be a private Fraud Crew viewing, at a later date of Barnyard. And
only the best, only the finest, most meticulous analysis of the Barnyard.
And if there's some time afterwards, we might even watch some season 1 episodes of the animated series.
Sinistar's like, for fuck's sake.
The thing about the animated series is that
I need to know
season 1
what
isn't super good. I think it's the mid-half end of season 2 where the series really takes off and then it gets canceled. It's rather unfortunate the Barnyard animated series.
2-1.
It's like you gotta wait a little bit for the Barnyard to get good, but once you're around season 2, it really finds its voice.
Yeah, mid half of season 2, it really hits its stride.
Next up is YFD Hippo versus Krew.
I want to hear the Sinistar anti-Barnyard sentiment. I want to know,
Sinistar's never seen fucking Barnyard. Are you kidding me? There's no fucking way Sinistar's seen fucking
if anybody
Barnyard.
in my mind has watched some of the Barnyard, it would be the person who's immensely godlike at Bloodstorm. But I mean, maybe I'm wrong on that front.
The Barnyard to Bloodstorm pipeline.
Strange arcade games lead you to strange TV shows. That's how I think it happens.
I don't know. Bloodstorm is a brilliant game with subtle, with a lot of subtlety towards how deep it is, and that's kind of the same thing as Barnyard. It's very subtle.
God damn it.
All right.
Got YFD Hippo, Zangief versus Krew, the man who will play anything.
Just did five fucking medium punches into each other for a combo.
The mystery of what the Barnyard is. It's like the Guilty Gear backyard. Nobody knows what the fuck. You think you know because you read a wiki entry or something. But you don't really.
Atari's backyard.
The primary message of Barnyard, without getting into a lot of deep spoilers, is it's about accepting yourself.
Barnyard take place in inebriation.
It's about accepting who you are and doing the things that you want to do and not worrying about what other people think about it, which I think is an important message that more people could take in and really absorb and do good with their life in.
Yeah. See, yeah. I like this.
Go Barnyard.
I want a college course. I want a dissertation.
I told Thomas he owes me a video essay.
I need like a We're in Hell style exegesis on the Barnyard. Yeah, hell yeah. I'd watch the hell out of that.
Street Fighter the movie commentary. It's talking about Barnyard.
Y'all don't think Ken knows about the Barnyard? Ken knows. That's why he's in danger.
Barnyard challenged ideas back then that were like, I don't know, 10 years ahead of its time.
No. Wait, hold up. Shave Ice, what do you mean the PS2 Barnyard game is OD? What are you... You can't just say that without elaborating.
Oh great, we have to play that now.
The game is good. The game is good. I've played it before. It is a solid...
I don't believe you.
No, it's not even a bad...
Special idiots play hot garbage.
Oh, hell.
PS2 edition of
Don't tell me it's basically Devil May Cry.
It is not!
I saw a fucking Shrek game that was basically Symphony of the Night the other day, though.
Fiona doing, OTGs and shit. That's thank you, Dino, but also, what the fuck?
That was yet another, like Rock'em Sock'em Robot Arena, that was a case of we have a license, but we're still gonna put some stank on it.
Wait, which you thought we're talking about the Backyardigans? Are you kidding me?
I just came back, what?
What do you mean you thought we were talking about the Backyardigans? There's no Backyardigans video game.
There probably is.
I don't agree. There better not be.
Okay, who's gonna look it up?
I'm not googling that.
Okay, fine, I'll do it. What's the name? What's the name of the game again?
Good luck. Barnyardigans video game, I guess. Oh, there's gonna be one, isn't there?
I'm not talking about Barnyardigans. I'm talking about Barnyard PS2 game.
We're sidestepping into a realm I have no business.
I don't know what the
Hippo's really making this
Barnyardigans
jump roundhouse
is.
work. I apologize, Hippo, for not addressing. The Hippo came to play.
There's a Barnyardigans game.
What
I
now?
don't even know what that is, though.
The Barnyardigans.
Okay,
The fuck is a Barnyardigan?
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I looked up the wrong thing. There is also a game for Back in the Barnyard. There's a.
Shave Ice is just like question mark.
I don't.
What, you don't like Barnyard Shave Ice? What's wrong with you? We're gonna have like
Barnyard's
a special,
video game.
we're gonna have a special viewing of Barnyard with like you and the homies sometime.
What the hell is the Yahooligans?
Yahooligans?
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Yeah, we're just making shit up at this point. Barnyardigans, Yahooligans, the Goonies, the Moonies, the man that lives on the moon.
I thought bringing up Cubics robots for everyone was the line, but apparently we're just.
Hippo takes that too long.
Barnyardigans? What's a Barnyardigan?
A Barney
Barney
Yardigan? Yahooligans was like
Next up
Yahoo
is
for
Shave
kids.
Ice versus
Oh.
Plasma Sword.
All right. As a wise person once put it,
I'm imagining like mid-90s search
Kinda.
engines now having like
Ask
gang
kids.
wars against each other. There's like the Yahooligans versus like the Ask Jeevuses.
The Googlers.
Jeevuses?
The fucking
Ask Jeevuses.
What?
Ask Jeeves was that real shit.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
That's
You're
the
not
one I
wrong.
used before Google.
They same. Yeah.
He's
Them
the
trying
man
to
that would
get rid of
take
the
you to the
butler
game
was a stupid
facts.
mistake. Why would you get rid of your brand?
Somewhere out there's a timeline where like everyone's like, yeah, Google had their chance, but Ask Jeeves really cornered the market. And everybody still use Ask Jeeves. God, I want to be in that timeline.
Timeline where Yahoo didn't like fumble 16 different opportunities.
Like, and you know, there's gonna be AI someday, but we fucked up the Ask Jeeves AI, and that's sad.
Yeah.
Okay, we always have Akinator.
Do we?
Yeah, I mean, Slack.
Akinator can just guess who you are just by you feeding it and
What the fuck? Where'd that fireball come from? What?
You know,
it
just
came from the
elsewhere.
back of the screen.
Don't worry about
But-
it.
I really hope that Erin's gotten so big brain she's hiding fireballs at the top of the fucking screen at this
This is why
That wasn't me.
Bloodstorm
That was Shave Ice.
point.
This is why
shit.
Bloodstorm is a more fair game and more fair and balanced game, because every character can do this type of shit. It wasn't just one, it was all of them. They were all fucked up zoners, and they all put 2 fireballs on screen.
My lord.
That's my
Everybody
favorite
Shave Ice
game.
with the fucked up fireball tech. I apologize.
Or they put in one fireball they can just continually TK to turn them to 2.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. We all need Hellfire zoning. We all just need the most fucked up zoning to ever exist. Quit, you know, restraining it to just one character. Not fair. Also, it might have helped that Bloodstorm had like 5 different versions towards it being, and the final one being very good. I think Street Fighter the movie had like many version chances.
Ooh, Bloodstorm didn't have any combos. Sinister somewhere in his fucking house just goes, okay, challenge accepted. Watch me just put like 10, 20 combos into one.
Look, me and Sinistar typed angry messages at each other after that video, okay? It's all there is, alright? It's fuck that.
Watch me put 5, 6 combos into this one video.
Battle
I'll-
K Blood. Favorite fighting game, Rumble Storm.
We just put the one half of a game and then the other half of Bloodstone's name. What? Oh, guard cancels.
My idea is
Cancel.
actually to mix Dino Rex with Battle K Road. That way you have a game with no Oki and a game with no cross-ups.
Finally, no more video games.
Can you,
Battle Dino Road. Battle
Shit
Rex.
your pants.
Battle Rex Road. Holy shit, that's actually fucking perfect. Battle Dino Rex Road? Nah, that's too bloated. Too much there.
Oh, good game.
Dino K
A
Road.
Road.
Aaron takes that 2-0.
Battle.
I feel like I'm
Me-
doing a bad Cobros impersonation.
Look,
He's
that's
not here.
all.
Cobros, wherever you are,
See,
I need you to play the mirror with me, like for like 6 hours or some shit.
my guile is more on the Marcos end of shit, where like I'm not trying to play safe. I'll just let heavy kick, like fucking flash kick, rip sometimes just to let it rip.
I try to just throw booms like I'm Kotaka and shit.
But I don't
it just
know,
doesn't work.
I don't know. I'm fucking washed in this game though. It is what it is.
Up next is Rocket to Russia versus Joe P. Real.
I was looking back at old tournaments
Joe
the other
Real?
day, and I was.
See, you can't take those results for like we didn't know at the time. Like we no one knew. We thought we knew.
We didn't know a lot of,
you
we didn't know
knew.
about a lot of things back then. Yeah, like I mean, we in principle didn't even know how good Ryu was until like somebody started using them consistently. Like we didn't know how good Boxer was until like I don't know later.
I used to I used to think. Well, I don't know. I used to think a lot of things.
Can we think?
I used to think a lot of things. That's the sentence. Joe's boxer scares the shit out of me, by the way. At this
Boxers.
point, like Joe is so consistent that it's like, again, I did a really long matchup analysis stream the other day, just kind of going over, like, look at this,
Bro?
I mean,
Jesus
listen.
Christ. Oh,
Hey, I remember Boxer jump-ins. Those are pretty solid.
they're pretty good. Like,
I don't know about you, but this dude Boxer seems like a very...
Look, it happened.
Seems
It
like a
happened in phases. Okay, Beige
strong
got
guy.
crawled so I could walk, so Joe could run. The passing of the torch.
Beige God was actually on last week. He was trying to look for games. I feel bad I didn't get to play him again.
I'm like always playing something else anymore. I've realistically only played this game in tournaments.
Oh,
the last, like, 5
the
or
life
6 months.
shaved. Life shaved.
It's like I try not to make excuses about doing fucking horribly, but realistically, I'm not even playing the game anymore, so I deserve to do fucking trash.
Is there a car fighting game? No.
Car fighting game? Yeah, there is. Define
Enter the
car.
Matrix.
Define car. Search up battle construction vehicles.
Also that one, yeah, that one.
Those,
counts,
those
I
are
think.
battle construction vehicles, though. Those are cars.
They're car. No, there's
Well, I mean, a
what's
vehicle
that?
is
What's
a
that
car,
indie
kind
one?
of,
What's
sort
the
of.
indie one where you do like Tony Hawk tricks and shit? It's on the indie fighting
Oh, I know
game
what you're
site.
talking about.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's like the racing one, kind of.
Yeah, that one has a fighting game mode-ish. Like,
Yeah, it's got an aspect to it. It's more fight. It's like fighting game adjacent at the very
yeah.
least.
I would consider that for like if we were to do some kind of mystery. Yeah, Buck Up and Drive. Thank you, Horseplay. Buck Up and Drive is the shit, actually.
Oh, that... How come that one didn't come up to my mind? I've seen that game a couple of times, and suddenly,
It's
like...
on Twitter like every other week. Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean!
people going, oh, the car's doing Tony Hawk tricks, and then nobody ever talks about it again for like a week, and it makes me sad. But Buck Up and Drive, yeah, that's the one. Thank you, I appreciate that. Joe doing
Fighters Mega Mix doesn't count as...
damn you, Rihanna.
All right. Joe takes that 2-0. Red takes that 2.
you good there?
In
Yeah,
here,
I'm fine. Next up is Kanzuki versus To Be More Crazy.
What is this sound? What is that?
You know what the fuck are you good?
Nah,
I've never been
I don't.
good.
I don't think any of us.
As
are-
long as the world won't accept
Ever
how
since when Jared
hard Barnyard crushed the idea of gender
That is-
conformity in the year
Oh, shut the fuck!
2005.
Tomas, I'm gonna slap your
that,
ass
like-
cheeks clean off.
I'm here for
What
it.
the fuck?
I'm
What the
here.
fuck
I'm
am I
here for
doing?
it. If
I
you-
hate that I
if the
have
bar-
a
if
Sir,
the
you have a Let's
Barnyard-
Play of the Barnyard PS2 game? Please post that.
Thomas is lost.
Listen,
Thomas had
Sinistar
it.
can do whatever they want.
As my good friends gather for an
Thank you for that, by the way,
intervention
Joe. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
I want to have a barnyard intervention one day where people are like, "Why you got to stop this barnyard addiction?"
No one
What
said
if-
anything when it was sports, but now
What if we?
it's a
What if we
Barnyard,
have?
so-
What if we have the intervention and Tomas walks into the room, but we're all in the outfits of the barnyard animals, like
I
the
don't know
cow and
about
shit.
that one.
We're
Okay.
like,
This is getting real close to cult
we're like,
shit.
hey, listen. We need you to listen to us.
Like the
We-
barn.
all
We
your-
need you
all
to
your-
join them.
all your friends
the
are all your friends are here. We're all here for you.
Everybody knows your
Aaron's-
name.
The other cow.
Aaron's dressed as like Otis, and I'm like referring to them as Otis. Like
I
I'm
don't
like,
even
yeah,
know the
exactly.
name. I didn't know the name of the
Otis is the main character's name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is how you know Tomas is serious.
who is an
Oh,
Otis?
it's an Otis.
Who is an Otis? Whomst.
The fact that people don't know much about Barnyard just
The
proves how
T4.
ahead of its time it is. But there is a small cult following who can understand the greatness.
A literal cult following, you mean?
Hey, I liked a tweet not too long ago of somebody. It was like the most wholesome picture. It was just somebody that was happy that they 100%ed Barnyard on PS2.
I'm sure
like,
there's
a great
like a
photo.
legitimately wholesome following for that series and that game, probably.
Oh, it's-
I don't want to
It's the
contort.
most wholesome.
I don't
the
want to
Sonic
contort
fandom?
it into something it's not. Like
The Sonic fandom is a shithole, but the
that wasn't a
Barnyard
picture; it
fandom,
was a mirror.
Bruh.
Barnyard fandom though is so wholesome, dude. It's the greatest.
I'm checking
Fucking
the
awesome.
speedrun.com records for Barnyard.
Are you actually? No.
I'm gonna do it.
I
I'm
won't
looking.
be on there. I only speedrun fighting games.
Yeah, looks like we're having some connection
Uh
problems
oh,
here.
yeah. Probably the same problems I was having,
I-
except I just went ahead and I don't know.
I routed
It's fine.
a fucking
It's fine.
JRPG once, and then I was
It's
like, this
not if we
takes
can't
so
get the
long.
match started.
Yeah. So Barnyard 2006 for PS2, PSC, GameCube,
Classic.
and Wii.
Such a good game.
Different category from the GBA game. Same
Sure,
year
the
though.
GBA means something.
Important distinction.
Four
There's
hours
no-
and
there-
8 minutes.
there
This
is
is like,
no-
I can do. I'm trying to think. I can do 60 Battle Blaze
controller issues,
speed runs in the time that I do one Barnyard speed run. That's just not efficient.
the speed run for the 2006 Barnyard game takes 3 hours.
I remember. I think
Unless you do night barn percent.
What?
Night barn
No,
is
at night.
a whole other thing, and that takes 15 minutes. So you could feasibly
Dragon.
probably just learn the night barn.
True.
Oh, see, it's happening. Oh, nice
No,
DP.
it's not.
Oh wow.
The guaranteed knee bash. Always,
Even though it's
always
not
good.
guaranteed, I kind of think that like that
Getting
throw loop
those-
is kind of like more guaranteed to hit than like
Did you see that
oh, yeah.
that fucking damage?
Yeah.
That block stun
Yeah, the
fuck
short-
up damage?
yeah
that
the
was
short
a
you
lot.
unblockable.
just yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
You can't not. Ken's versions of the life shaver thing are kind of ridiculous.
How do you even do?
How do you do the life shaver stuff? Post throw, you have to put something out that chips them a bunch, like either Shadow Tatsu or or Blade's Life Saver Super, or just something with a bunch of hits in it. I wonder if Vega can do it, actually.
I would, never mind. There's a roll, I think, right?
Well,
Yeah, that might work.
he has a comeback. I don't know. I have something to lab later.
He has his Ariva. He has his Ariva factor.
Boxer can do it off of headbutt throw. It's only for stuff that doesn't knock you down, Chave.
I don't know if it's CPU only, but the CPU has a setup doing throw into the.
Yeah.
The
Life Saver is actually the name of the super. We just call the glitch that because Blade's like the most common example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blade was
For
the first one. And then the F7 kick was just
The
nasty.
F7 one is. F7. I'm scared for when people start playing F7 like for real. Like.
No one's fucking picked F7. Everyone says these things about F7. I'm like,
You know,
I see it.
In hard.
now that I've done it for Bloodstorm, I've come to realize what it would take to like learn code characters and shit, and it's like pounding it into your muscle memory for like 4 hours until you just know the code, and it's like, you know what? I'm good. Fuck, now that I've done that with Bloodstorm, I'll probably never learn another code again.
Damn.
Bloodstorm ruined me.
All game facts banned from my eyes.
Sinistar is probably the only. There is a list of like who's done the most amount of memorization of codes. It starts with me and it ends with Sinistar, because Sinistar for some reason went as far as learning like the trash talk codes and
the reason
and the voice trash talk codes that don't work.
The reasoning is he really likes Bloodstorm. What is this? That's not.
Look, he has 32 hours.
That's not a bad thing.
He has 32 hours on Fightcade of Bloodstorm, and 28 of those hours were played with me. I know he loves
All right,
Bloodstorm,
up next
but
is Rocket to
the
Russia
codes are
versus
still
Plasma
hard.
Sword.
You're a robot to me, Sinistar. I don't want to hear it.
I don't know all the
Let's
codes.
go.
Yeah, whatever. You know fucking 95% of them. This guy picking the fucking the developer characters. I don't know the codes. Picks developer character.
Rico Lieberman.
The only one I learned was who was it? It was like like a character that played like Talon. Was it
Talon?
It's like the character basically plays like Talon, except he can just put a bunch of fucking Craniac. I can't remember. Craniac was the only one I remembered, or I even learned, just because I was like, yeah, this is the character I want to play, so I may as well learn it. Didn't bother with anything else. The other codes I did were mainly because I was like, hey yo, do this code, whoever wins. And then I remember winning one round against Thomas, and I did the code just to see what it did, and it was like a trash talk code. And I'm like, oh, why have you done this, Sinister?
I can't believe.
Like I was like, I'm talking shit. I'm like unknowingly talking shit to Thomas, and it's like, why have you done this? Just me blaming Sinister for what I did. Oh.
Give him fireball, him go fireball.
I wasn't paying attention. I thought he said no.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna have to learn the fucking
meatball.
I knew I was gonna have to learn the codes when I got Necron the first time, and I was like, I want a Necron, people.
I fucking hate the Necron code because it makes me feel stupid. Like, the whole story was like, I'm like looking
top row,
at
left row, right row, bottom row, top row, left row, right row, bottom row. What's so hard about that, Coast Jam?
I hate it because I felt stupid the amount of times I had to fucking do to put it in. I'm like, wait. Yeah, like reading through it, I'm like thinking, I'm putting more fucking thought into one code than I was actually playing the game, essentially. And when I began to get it down just naturally, I was like, ah, god damn it, I feel stupid.
The bitch code is hard. I like that I know the exact code you're talking about.
You see what I mean?
Nice combo.
Ooh! A little pizzazz on the little Emerald Lagasse. Bam!
Damn.
Is it weird
When's the
that I
last time
get
you heard somebody reference Emerald Lagasse?
GG's Rocket? Is it weird that I get Emerald Lagasse confused with the cake boss?
No, I can't remember who I get Emerald confused with, but
I also only
I can't remember.
I also only ever think of the cake boss because he's the guy who got arrested and said, "You can't arrest me. I'm the cake boss."
Emerald Lagasse was memes before memes. I'll take
Right.
Emerald over that
Next up
Guy
is
Fieri
YFT
guy.
Hippo versus 2B More Crazy.
Confusing Emerald with Elmo.
What about the cake boss?
What, you don't know you don't remember Speak to Me Emerald with a little emerald doll that would talk to you?
Many are saying that the cake sub boss should have a longer life bar, but no one is talking about this.
What about the cake sub boss? Oh,
You've
God.
never seen the cake boss and Emerald in the same place? That's true. Well, I've also never seen Emerald, so I mean,
True.
tickle me Emerald.
Anybody? I don't know what's going on.
I mean, your guess is as good as mine.
Well, I guess in the meantime we can run Joe versus Kanzuki.
Okay, dokie.
So yeah, we'll go and do that.
Kanzuki taking the whole bracket with the fucking hotspot connection.
Yeah, I think that Toby's way.
I apologize. I know I was kind of like tight earlier. I shouldn't have. I'm trying to get better at keeping my emotions in check. That was me and me.
I'm the opposite. I'm trying to be less Midwestern lately. I'm trying to express myself more.
What the fuck does that mean?
Well, Midwestern people are reserved and keeping
Repressed.
face and shit. Yeah, like the reason people say Midwestern people are the kindest region and the most polite is
They're
because
fucking lying.
That seems like bullshit.
Dude, I will say most people in public and shit, like as far as saying like, thank you and you're welcome and like have a good day and shit. I do think the Midwest is probably the most polite if you consider that politeness. But that's it. It's just like, it's like saving face type shit.
I know y'all like that Rumbleverse. I'm probably, for the reasons Sinistar is alluding to, I'm probably not going to play Rumbleverse.
No, don't worry about it. You're doing the good choice.
Rumbleverse is that your battle royale fundamentals will carry you way harder than like fighting game fundamentals will. And I mean that in the sense that you can do 1,000 combos, but sitting in a tree is better than like almost anything else. Like sitting in a tree will fuck everything else up.
These two are essentially silent for most of a game that I'm not watching, and then suddenly I start hearing them both communicate, and I'm like, oh, so now they're fighting. They got to last circle, and it just turns into either they celebrate or one of them is complaining about something that's happening.
Actually,
Complaining about Wi-Fi connections.
I'll have you know that we both only complain
There
about
it
things
is.
that are
There it
happening.
is. Cigar punch.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Do it again. Wait, I don't think you can do it again. I think maybe you can.
I thought you could do it as many times as you want.
Do it
You
again.
smash on start to get the
it
guile
again.
thing to repeat.
Alright, Joe P. Real battling the 2G connection, but coming out on top so far.
Do the Scott. Do the
Battling
Scott.
the Fisher Price internet.
This is not a fight
All
against
right.
a person. This is a game. This is a fight against a
Joe
machine.
P. Real is fighting against the VTech right now. We'll see what he can do here.
Flynn confirming you can do it as many times as you want. Nice. Oh, we confirmed those. Yo, you hit these in. Stop. Joe's too good.
And he tried to end it on a gut punch. He tried. Shit, man.
I told y'all Joe is like consistent with those. I mean.
It's like I said last bi-weekly. I mean, Joe's been practicing. He deserves it.
Give him a Nobel Prize.
When me and Joe ran like a 3+ hour set, at least an hour of that was me getting hit by that loop. So I mean, it's. The juggle. Usually that doesn't always cause Boxer. The other thing about Boxer is he's hard to juggle. Like Like he falls weird. Like if you've ever tried doing that Ryu combo to Boxer, like he drops out after like a certain point around the 3rd rep. It's so fucking inconsistent.
Classic stuff, baby. Classic stuff.
One thing, you know, Joe did it there, like whiffing dash punch to do just instant low, like that's kind of grimy. Oh, it's almost confirmed off the headbutt. He was looking for it. Walk forward, reflect these. I get in when I want to. I don't have to play your games. I'm just here
Play
to
your
box.
games, you don't force me.
I'm just here to box, okay? I don't know about all this World Warrior nonsense. I came out of the womb with gloves on.
I came out of the womb doing juggle combos. I came out of the womb juggling the
Tried it
doctor.
there. Nice headbutt.
Nice. Joe takes that 3-0.
The scariest thing about Joe sometimes is he'll get into this mode where he's like, I'm going to respond to everything you're doing with an headbutt. I'll do like walking headbutt. Like he was doing that to me at one point, and I kind of just like lost my mind. I was like, I can't hit you. Like,
Why?
Come to realize that me versus Joe P. Real is gonna. I mean, like I knew before it was gonna be like the same as like me versus Theo, where like neither player is having too much fun. It's like
I
charge
love
character,
watching Theo play this game.
charge character versus charge character is like a battle of who can have the least fun in that matchup, who can commit to like the least amount of shit.
There was a
I love playing other charge characters with Bison. It's like
Yeah, but
fucking
you
chess.
Bison.
I gotta find that tweet about Boxer. Hang on, where'd that tweet? Oh, here we go.
I shouldn't say charge characters because really what I mean is Guile and Boxer particularly. Because I mean Claw and like Bison, they're flying around the map and doing cool shit and fucking, you know.
September 7th, Makiri
Oh,
Ken.
it's the
Question.
Geef fight.
Tell me about a Sugoi person you've met at the arcade. Nikaiten, there was a player whose doctor made them stop playing against Boxer. That doctor is a hero and likely lengthened that player's lifespan by years.
Amazing.
I remember that one.
That tweet is so good. Like, I'm so happy we're getting a Geef mirror, by the way. Like, this is
I'm doing the
hashtag rare.
doing the errand tech. I'm sitting a week out of the bi-weekly because I don't feel like entering this week.
That's fair. I mean, usually if I don't enter, it's because I'm either 1, sick, 2, my hands are fucked up, 3, I'm like hormonal or some shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know. All those are like any really, you know, it's all valid. Like, it's a fucking, you know, we're still in the pandemic and shit. Like, you don't gotta. You all got stuff going on, you know. Like,
mine's essentially 100% based on excuses, but like, I don't know. Reflecting upon like all the old tournaments and shit, like in the spreadsheet and whatnot, also made me think. And like, I don't know. Just watching old footage, I legitimately think I played better like 8 months ago than I do now. Like when I was playing like constantly. Now that I don't play constantly, I kind of suck. Like, I don't look at that like that doesn't make sense though. That 100% makes sense. I should suck now that I'm not playing that much.
Yeah, I just have glaring holes in my gameplay that I need to fill.
same.
I
realized
I need to get used to using the interrupts. And
Interrupts are
I
a big
need
part
to
of the
figure
game
out
now.
a better anti-air option than that medium kick that everyone
Yeah.
uses, so it's probably the best anti-air option.
The thing with Bison in particular, I think I need working on is like how to get Psycho Crusher out, because Electric Psycho Crusher is so goddamn good, but like nobody gives you a chance to get it started. Like, it's. I also
gotta
rely
dance
way
on
too
that
much.
button weird.
I rely
Especially if
way
you're
too much
holding
on
it.
scissor kick pressure. Like, it's kind of the crux. Like, once people get around that, I fall apart with Bison. Like, I do appreciate. At one point, you told me just straight up start using slide more, and that's
Slide's good.
Yeah, that's
Good
probably
out.
the
2-0.
best his slide's been. Hippo takes that 2-0.
good stuff.
All right, Hippo versus the 2G underwater Atlantis connection. Will he survive?
It's not. I feel like not everybody probably has the connection I had to him.
Fuck. No, it's actually Hippo versus Aaron.
Oh, okay.
I could have sworn I saw.
Under the sea on Fightcade, playing in King of Fighters. They have 300 ping.
I don't know what the exact. It's not going to show me the ping, but it just. Actually, no. Wait. Okay, it's estimated 162 to 216.
Estimated. It's giving you the good old...
estimated. So that's
the estimate just means it's going to fluctuate. Stable ping is that's bad. You want it to fluctuate.
It's me and Hippo, right? It's not.
Yeah, it's you and Hippo. As Aaron contemplates whether they just want to let Hippo pass him by, so Aaron doesn't have to play Kanzuki.
I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't do that. If I just straight up sandbagged on purpose here, I would be an asshole.
Hey, sandbagging is a good thing, you know.
Sometime, I mean, if it's like a homie thing, maybe. I'm just saying, like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do here? I know what I'm gonna do here. Like,
see, sandbagging is an option select because, like, afterwards you can hit your homie with, yeah, well, you two won me, but I wasn't really trying. Sorry, man.
I'm good.
You know, speaking of Chun-Li, when are we gonna get the Legend of Chun-Li fist fight in a movie now?
Oh God.
What do you even pair with that? Do we just download a bunch of Mugen Chun-Lis and have a Chun-Li mystery tournament? Like, what does that even look like? There's no, like, Chun-Li game.
I would just say an Chun-Li bracket
there's
of this.
Street Fighter.
Oh God. Punish the people even more.
It's like,
we have, you know what we do? We play third strike. The only bind is heavy punch, and we all play Chun Mirrors. That's the real. We all play SA1. What about the Legend of Chun-Li PS2 game? That's not a fucking thing.
Yeah, that's not fucking
Stop
real.
It.
You can't fool
Quit
me.
gaslighting.
Hold up, I'm looking it up. I am about to prove or disprove something, and if I prove it, I'm going to jump off of my chair. Nope, there is no video game.
It's not real, Ghost Jim. No, don't. Quit gaslighting him, Flynn. It is real. It is real.
It's real in a different timeline. In a different timeline, Legend of Chun-Li isn't a fucking movie. It's a video game.
The Legend of Chun-Li was the last Capcom game that they made with tank controls in it. And you use these tank controls to.
Spike.
Cannon Spike was good.
Like Cannon Spike. Yeah, it's the sequel to Commando.
Cannon Spike sounds made up if you don't know it's real.
You mean the game?
Yeah.
The Barnyard of Chun-Li. Where the fuck?
Chun-Li death by degrees.
I like these games.
These games we play.
I know, Cannon Spike's cool, it's just, it sounds fake if you just describe it.
Look, truth be told, I remember watching, I don't know if anyone knows Thorgy Arcade, he did like a retrospective for Darkstalkers, and he said Cannon Spike, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Before he even said, like, oh, Boletta was included in Cannon Spike, I didn't fucking catch any of that the first viewing because I was listening to it rather than watching. So I hear Cannon Spike, and I'm like, that sounds fake. That's not a thing. And then I pull the phone out of my pocket and look at that portion again.
Oh, you got me.
just to be proven wrong.
Good stuff. So yeah, I'm washed up too. It is what it is.
No, don't worry, Joe. I was an idiot and sold a bunch of arcade boards, and now they're all super expensive. And I'm like, fuck, man. I sold these
the
for
memory
basically
card.
like what I got them for.
I got my ass burned selling my N64 collection the first time, so I'm not selling shit anymore.
Yeah,
I
that's kinda
once-
my,
when I
that's
was
kinda my
very-
prerogative now too.
When I
On
was
the other
very
hand,
young-
though, I also have a cellar that is full of like shit, so maybe that's
All right,
also
up next
like a
is
problem
Kansaki
too.
versus YFD Hippo.
Like I remember when people were like, "Man, you give controllers away for tournament, isn't that like expensive?" I'm like, dude, I have like a fucking cellar that's like full of shit that I just bought years ago. That's like I'm never gonna do anything with.
Is there I'm not, dude. No.
Shrim's like, you got something in the cellar for me?
Mordecai, you
I was
do
gonna
not need a
ask, do
ported
you have
game.
a... What's it called? It's like the other type of
You
ball
seriously
top.
do not need that. Because the handling of that would be... Do not. don't curse. We already...
Honestly, I think bat top and ball top discussion leaves out an important like thing that nobody talks about, and that's butt plug top. For multiple purposes. It can solve do multiple purposes.
Just flat
I
out
don't
just
think
stick
you're
the
going to be
ball top-
using it for
Finally.
one after you use it for the other.
The real discourse.
Oh, that's what the dishwasher's for.
Huh?
We finally... Yeah,
Excuse me?
exactly. What are you...
That's why you make your dishwasher safe, yes.
Yeah, that's... He's not wrong. I mean,
Come on.
he's not lying. Like,
Come on,
Yeah,
you do
you know-
not go ass to mouth, ever.
Well, unless you want pink eye.
Cannon Spike was originally going to be a game for Siva and what's her face, but they thought that those characters alone wouldn't move units for that game, so they put Charlie and Cammy in it. That's why it exists.
And Vega.
To answer your question.
He's also there.
Yay.
I don't like selling shit
pretty
to
much.
GameStop, and I also don't like selling shit like through private marketplaces and shit, because that's also a hassle. Because then I gotta go to the post office fucking 20-30 minutes away, and I gotta fucking jump through the hoops there or whatever the fuck. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Pain in the ass.
Cobros is posting in the TMNT Discord about trying to play TMNT and when they should be in here. I'm calling you out, Cobros. What the fuck?
Oh, they're
also
on
in
break,
the
they're napping.
I get it. It's fine. You don't gotta play every week.
Yeah, they already won like 5 in a row.
It's fine.
Honestly, I got
I'm
reminded
just,
this
you
was
know.
this week, and I was like, oh yeah, I should sign up for that. And then I
My-
felt the
There's
flushing.
it's not like I got sodium and all been.
I'm just here to show
Rain-
support for the homies for a
Rain.
while. Until I feel like I have the gumption to actually like play and try again.
To be honest,
Before
with
the
me,
motion.
it was yeah, sure, I'll do a last minute sign up, and then I felt the flesh behind my head ache, and I was like, oh, never mind, this is not a good idea.
Oh
yeah.
Buffet.
Go
Get it?
for commentary when... Wait, isn't...
Whenever he
like,
wants to.
Like I stayed up last night doing like Battle K Road Loop 1 CCs. I don't know, that's not like I used to stay up like playing like Street Fighter the movie. Those were when I was doing good.
Yeah, Battle K Road, another game where the character I like sucks.
Wait, which character do you play in Battle K Road?
I play what's the Muay Thai, the kid with the elbows?
Okay, yeah,
Shinsaku.
no, Muay Thai sucks. I'll agree
They're not
with you on
good.
that one. Muay Thai's shit.
They
I
got
still
cool
think Tango-
combos,
All right, Hippo
but they're
takes
still
it
think-
terrible.
2-0.
I still think Tango's fucking great though.
He's okay.
Going again.
They're going
Tango-
again. They want
okay,
to
They're
Tango-
going again. I don't. They want to
It's
go
a,
again.
it's
They're
a
going
rubber.
again.
It's a rubber match.
Tango, if you know how to circumvent the IPS, is the only character that can get like full touch of deaths everywhere on screen.
Horseplay, you're not wrong. Simone and Siba were actually kind of cool. I just, Capcom expecting Capcom to do work.
I would never assume that ever.
Capcom doing work? Yeah, no, that's fake. Fake news. Doesn't
Oh,
exist.
roast for commentary when.
I think
Hey,
they've
whenever
kinda-
he wants to hop on, I guess.
I think
don't
they've
know.
kind of earned
Yeah,
it.
he said
I mean,
whenever he wants to. This is
Man.
basically
yeah,
Have you
they're-
tried asking him?
They know way more about the fucking game than I do.
it's like
This is why-
it's like the intercom at a Kmart. Anyone can use it. Nice throw.
that was a very exaggerated. Yeah, you gotta be more guttural when you do it. You gotta be like,
I'm not killing my throat right now.
you gotta do a subdued. It's like, you gotta summon
You're
your
not sitting in the Hulk Hogan. too
summon
much.
your Russia-ness. Just
I can't do
Think
it
about
without
your Rushosity.
No, that,
Yeah,
that
so-
was bad.
think about
I just tried
yourself.
to do it twice.
All right,
I
Hippo.
tried-
Hippo takes that and then some.
Yeah, Hippo
Happens.
triply taking it,
Can't believe someone just
putting
lost
a-
the first
putting a
two
stamp.
created-
All
I
right,
don't
now
know.
we have the finals, the grand finals.
The grandest of finals.
I do play more than
Hippo
one
versus
Battle
Joe
Kid
P.
Road.
Rio, first to 3.
Like Wolf and Dan are fun, but
I
don't know.
play the sumo.
That, yeah.
No, that match was great. What are you talking about?
People have accused me of being a tier whore, and my excuse for it is I play so many games that there's no fucking way that I'm gonna like
Not
ever.
do that.
Well, it's like I'm never gonna develop affinity for any character with how many games I play anyway, so I might as well just play the good characters.
The true secret is just pick who you look.
Just pick a top tier.
cool. Like
Like it's out there. Yeah.
I don't even have characters I like though anymore because I play so many games I don't develop affinity for any of them.
Mood.
I'm in the lost. I'm in like the lost stage where it's like,
You like
fuck
your
it,
own
I play
character
games.
and-
I don't play characters. I guess.
Do what
Thomas-
I did and play like a character that looks cool. That's why I picked Kyrie, and I'm still with Kyrie to this day.
you gotta,
Character
you
looks
gotta,
cool to me. I don't
you
play
gotta-
games long enough to find characters cool.
you got a bumper
Nip
sticker
'em.
that says "I'm with Kyrie." Is what you're saying?
Yeah, and then some people ask, I'm not talking about Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, no, get good, scrub.
Why? Wait. What does that have to do with fighting games?
Because Kyrie, every time I mention Kyrie, people would get confused. Me talking about it, thinking I'm talking about Kingdom Hearts.
That tells you how much I know about Kingdom Hearts.
That's
A
enough.
game I own.
Or like
Also
Kingdom
on
Hearts, am I right?
God, I'm trying to get Heather to
Alright,
play me in
gamers.
Battle K Road right now because on God, the crown
We
is
tried.
passed.
We tried to
I
get
don't
Heather
even-
to lab this game.
I don't
and
even fucking. I'll say it right now
What
on
happened?
stream.
What?
Tell Heather I said this. I'm the best Battle K Road player right now.
Yo.
I don't give a fuck. I'll play anyone. I'll win.
shit.
Easy on
I'll
everything.
win. I'll win.
Easy.
Says
Easy.
Tomas.
On everything. When I'm confident in the game, I'm confident in it. I got that
Flip it.
shit.
You heard it here first.
Clip it, baby.
Battle K Road
FT10 me and
exhibition
Battle K Road right
coming
the fuck
soon.
now.
Famous
Rollos on
famous
stream.
last words.
I had Keyboard Ken pass me the tech, and I thought Keyboard Ken was the best player in that game in the first place.
Who's sending her the clip? I'm not sending her the clip. This is on y'all. Y'all are.
give me.
I have nothing to
give me
do
the
with
link, I'll do it.
I am
No,
40.
nobody-
What is this we?
No, nobody has to send it to her.
I am
If you want
40
to,
years
go
old.
ahead.
I am too washed for this.
I'm eating nuggets right now.
Bro.
Someone else do it.
Bro, I'm like talking in ACP,
confirm,
and now
Yo
you're
Joe.
telling me I don't have to? You
Alright, Sinistar, you're in the lobby. You want to play Battle K Road with me? I'll play Battle K Road with you, brother. I'll do an FT10. No, I'm not backpedaling at all. If you want to fucking send it to her, do it. But you don't have to do it. Like,
Here, we can watch
like,
your FT10 after the tournament's over.
When I have the confidence to say I'm the best player in a game, then I believe it. Same way when I put out a tier list. That's like just the other day I checked the Street Fighter the movie Discord, and Nidlea's like, oh yeah, the tier list we had starting to look a lot like Thomas's. It's almost like I'm good at like reading fighting games
If
better.
you're so good, why did you let? Why? If you're so good, why did you let Alex bring back Dino Rex?
That had nothing to do with my choices.
That's a different dynamic. That's not the same thing.
Me being good can't prevent anything other than Alex won't play games with me anymore.
Alex
That's
being
it.
woefully misguided and misinformed is not part of this discussion.
Isn't it? Skateboarder.
Thomas
All right,
told me this.
Sinistar, I'm in the
That's not
lobby.
being a bad influence.
Hold on. Thomas told me this, and he basically said that.
Why is Joe so
Joey's
good?
out here
Why is
eating.
Why is Joe so good? Why is Joe so good? Someone explain it to me. Why twice? Why is Joe so good?
Jesus
And
Christ.
the reaction headbutt. Tell me that wasn't.
Well, guess who won the fucking tournament, everybody?
We're just
Alright,
done.
apparently we're
monster.
doing an FT10 of fucking Battle K-Road
Hang on,
versus
I'm gonna flip
Sinistar.
over to that
I
in a
was just
second.
about to
I
say
gotta end the
that.
tourney.
Too.
Hold up, Geef second place though. We gotta talk about that. That's
Yeah,
important.
this is a long ass.
That is approximately
I
tied
can't believe
his
we're gonna
highest
ban
placement.
Balrog.
All right, first Joe P. Real, of course. Second YSD Hippo. Third Kansuki. Thank you, everyone.